Warning: engineering content. Few minutes of engineering. History of concrete. Ancient materials were relatively primitive cements produced by crushing and burning gypsum or limestone. The formation of ancient crude mortar was basically the principle of mixing these primitive cements with sand and water to become a plaster-like binding material used to adhere stones or bricks to each other. Through time, and with developments in this field, these primitive materials were enhanced and combined with other materials, which eventually advanced into modern concrete. The predecessor to concrete was invented by Middle Eastern builders in about 1,300 years before Christ. At that time, a thin damp layer of burned limestone was used as a coating on pounded clay home walls, which found to form a hard protective layer. Although this is not concrete, but considered as the basis for cement development. Cement is one of the essential modern concrete constituents, which has been present since a long time. The first natural deposits discovered are estimated to be formed about 12 million years ago in Palestine, where spontaneous combustion caused reactions between limestone and oil shale to produce these natural deposits. The oldest concrete found dates back to about 7,000 years before Christ. This concrete was discovered during the construction of a road in Palestine, when a concrete floor was uncovered. This concrete consisted of quicklime, stone, and water. Also, evidence of a concrete-like material was discovered in the Egyptian pyramids, which has been dated back to 3,000 years before Christ. This material consisted of gypsum mortars and lime and mud mortars that were mixed with straw in order to bind bricks. It is estimated that about 500,000 tons of mortar was used in the Great Pyramid of Giza as a bedding mortar to bind stones which formed the visible surface of the finished pyramid. At about the same time, a form of mortar was also used to build the Great Wall of China. Testing of this material confirmed that the main constituent was glutinous, which is known as a sticky rice. By 500 years before Christ, ancient Greeks started making lime-based mortars. These mortars were used as a binder between stones and bricks and as a rendering material over porous limestones. These mortars were weak, and consisted mainly of limestone which slowly hardens when reacting with carbon dioxide naturally. More evidence of an early form of concrete was discovered in the Colosseum and the Pantheon in Rome, which were built about 2,000 years ago. This early-age concrete form was made of small gravel, coarse sand, hot lime, water, and possibly animal blood. In addition, Romans added horsehair to the mixture in order to improve its properties. Roman concrete can be considered as an evolved form compared to previous concretes. They used natural reactive volcanic sand called harina fossicea for structures that required durability. In addition, they used pozzolana, a volcanic ash, for marine structures and those exposed to fresh water. Pozzolana and harina fossicea can be considered as true cementitious binders, which react chemically with lime and water. Moreover, Romans manufactured artificial pozzolans, such as calcined kaolinitic clay and calcined volcanic stones, which proved their immense knowledge in this field at that time. However, after the fall of the Roman Empire in year 476, concrete technology crawled backwards. Not until 1414, where manuscripts describing the technique of manufacturing pozzolan cement were discovered. This triggered the interest of research and usage of this material in construction. In 1824, Joseph Aston, an English bricklayer, invented cement by burning pure limestone to lime, mixing it with specific amount of clay, and then wet pulverizing the mixture. The mixture is then dried, crushed, calcined in a kiln, and finally ground to powder. Aston named the product Portland cement because, when set, it resembled Portland stone, which is a high-quality stone quarried in Portland, England. This invention laid a base for today's Portland cement. The first widespread of this product was in England and France between 1850 and 1880.